On Post Time recently, we've been showcasing a series about the 5 senses of a horse. Dr. Christopher Baldt has been giving us some wonderful information. So far, we've covered sight, hearing, and taste, and you can see those features on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/posttime show. And today, we've got another sense to cover: smell. So if you knows what's good for you, get ready to take in some great info from Dr. Baldt.
A horse's sense of smell is not quite as good as a dog, but it is much more than a human's. They're able to detect medication in their food, they can detect their friends, and they can detect other types of smells coming from long distances. Horses are used in search and recovery because their smell is so good and they can cover a lot of ground. Like dogs, horses can recognize the smell of urine and feces of horses they've met before. Genetically, humans have about 350 olfactory or smell-related genes, while horses have more than 1,000. This sense of smell is not based on this alone, but rather the horse has a very large and flexible nostrils which flare in order to pull as much air as possible into their nasal passageways, which is very important and necessary for horse to find water, to find mates, identify their offsprings, alert them to potential dangers or environmental changes such as bad weather. With such large nostrils, the increased airflow into the nasal cavity provides information that stimulates the mucosa, the turbinates, and the nerve endings that are going to be found in the upper part of the nose, allowing for them to quickly identify different smells. This identification of smells sends sensory input from the horse's nose to the area of the brain for interpretation. Horses, like many other animals, have a vomeronasal organ, or what's known as a VNO, also called the Jacobson organ, that helps increase smelling ability. It's positioned at the base of the nasal cavity and the roof of the mouth. Some mammals, including horses, use a distinctive facial movement called the Flamen response to direct inhaled compounds. This animal lifts his head and wrinkles his nose upward while lifting its lips, something we might call a smile, when actually it's another function of the smell. You will most often see this in stallions in the presence of a mare in estrus. Pheromones are definitely the most likely trigger, but you may also notice the reaction to strong, unknown odors such as perfume or gas.
Thank you, Dr. Baldt, for always giving our post-time viewers insight on our wonderful equines and their anatomy. And remember, since this is a 5-part series, we still have this sense of touch to cover in an upcoming show. So be sure to look for that. By the way, if you would like to contact Dr. Baldt, just log on to his website at drbaldt.com.